Hi guys, this is June because I was born in June. Welcome to my amazing life today. So in today's session, I'm going to discuss this topic, these 5 secrets that I learned from the monk who sold the Ferrari. It's actually a 5 life philosophy that I think you can actually learn so much more. It's actually a constant reminder for myself. So last time when I bought this book, right, I did not study this book up until like 2 years later on when I was really down, like I did not know what to do when things happen in life, right? So I went to this book and I found out really golden quotes and the life lessons I want to share with you guys. So these 5 key takeaways I take away from this book is that the first, never regret of what happened in the past. So a lot of times that actually, no matter whether you're in a relationship and whether you make business decisions or it's like a personal life kind of decisions, I find that oftentimes I always regret what I did, what kind of choices that I make, what choices I wish I would rectify if let's say I were given another chance. But when I think of it, there is no better choice at the certain point of time. Everything happens at the right time, at the right place, for the right reason. So if let's say I keep on just dwelling on the past, keep on thinking that I should have done this, I should have done that, it's just very difficult for me to move forward with my life, right? So that's why after I read this book, it's changed my perspective because actually everything happens in life for a reasons. So although it may be, we need to stop judging events as like a positive or negative events. It should be just like a neutral event where there is definitely a life lessons that you learn from there, right? Does it make sense? So if let's say you just try to convert the past, like just experience it, turn your every experience offer lessons. When you bring this mentality, you will stop dwelling on the past and then you'll kind of like moving forward. So that's the first one. Never really regret on what happened in the past, whether you're able to control or whether it's totally out of your control, right? Because past is the past. Okay. So number 2, life lesson. Searching positive in everything happens in life. I know it sounds like so cliche, right? Yeah, June, I know about this, and then you're just sharing this with me. The problem with us is that we all know about what we should think and what we should do, but then we never really practice it. We kind of need like constant reminder, whether it's like someone kicked my butt or it's actually a book that kicked my butt, right? Or maybe someone actually shouted at me, or maybe a life lesson that actually happened, maybe an event just happened that made me constantly remember that. Always search for positive things, because when you always search for positive things, you tend to complain less. You tend to complain lesser, and that's why you can live a happier life. Okay, and the third one is that whenever bad things happen, stop judging the events as a negative one, but rather you should actually make it a neutral one and try to translate every event into positive and empowering by asking empowering questions. Okay, asking empowering questions is one of the top tips that I learned from Tony Robbins. Like, you know what? Like, questions is just like it's actually how we read our mind. If let's say we ask a good questions, we get a good answer. This applicable in close deal or it's actually happened in life. Let's say I keep on asking myself, what June is good about? Then I'll just think about all the positive things about me, right? But if let's say I just keep on asking, oh my god, what did I did wrong today? Then I'll just constantly find out things that I did wrong. But then I kind of forget the things that I did right. Does it make sense? So start asking positive and empowering questions on an everyday basis, not only to yourself, but also to help others as well. So the next one, plan your week earlier, right? Of course, if let's say you are so disciplined, you should actually plan your year. You should start with the mission, what you want to achieve like in 3 years time to 5 years time, and then you translate in a yearly goal. For a yearly goal, translate to the monthly goal, and monthly goal translate to a weekly goal. Take some time off, like, you know, having a date with yourself 1 week at a time. Like, what kind of date are we talking about? It's like a date that you should actually think about things. It can be think about creating things. We are actually happen in such a social media where we constantly consuming contents, like we constantly consuming like TVs, it can be Netflix, it can be like social media, but then we don't really like to spend time producing. And this is very dangerous because the core of what we should do, like what is so different about our mind is that our ability to produce, right? So what I suggest is that every week, take 1 hour off, like it can be every Sunday or every Saturday. It's like a date with yourself. put down everything else. It's only solely about date with yourself to think about what you want and what you do not want, and how you can actually craft your week to improve your previous week, and what you want to do in the next week. What kind of weekly goal, right? And the fifth, oh my god, this is golden, because I believe that if let's say you follow my life, right, I'm recently reading this book. It's called The Power of Positive No. I realized it's actually this book is coming from this book Getting to Yes, and then they kind of like having a trilogy, and also I think the third book is The Power of Positive No. So sometimes I realize that in life it's never about whether we say yes to things, but you have to know that having courage to say no to little things actually give us the power to say yes to a lot more. So we only have 24 hours per day. You must know what things that you should say no, so that you can actually have an open arm for the yes things, right? So it's applied at all this, whatever I'm summarizing right now, it's so on point for me, because sometimes I do find that I don't really have a date with myself to think about what I want to achieve in the future. And I realize that as time grows and as my business grows, there are a lot of people and a lot of opportunities just drop by that you see that they are good opportunities. But if let's say they don't drive you to the direction that you want to be in 3 years time to 5 years time, you just need to know how to say no. Okay, so I hope that this video helped you guys a little bit, because it's definitely one of life lessons I need to constantly remind myself. And you know what's the best thing to actually do the stuff? By teaching, by sharing what I learned, right? So if let's say I really like this, I think this is a really good book, The Monk Who Sold the Ferrari. You can actually go and check it out. And I'm still reading this book, so hopefully I can share more of the tips and summary that I read from this book with you guys then. And of course, do not forget to join my group. It's called AMazingStory.co. So why I call it Amazing Story? Yeah, a long time I never talk about this story, because I want to help you in a maze. Maze is like, you're very confused stage, right? I'm going to turn your story from a maze, very confused stage, to amazing story. So that's how I name it. And please follow my YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link down below, as well as Get My Client Magnet Machine. I'm going to teach you how you can transform a social media platform, not only your Facebook, as well as your LinkedIn, in order to get more clients and more sales for your business. I also give away 3 trainings for free when you buy this book, and then one of it is super powerful. It's a LinkedIn strategy, because this is one of the tactics I use in one of my business to gain more clients, and also to work with really high quality partnership and JV partners, joint venture partners. So that's all with my tips for today. If let's say you want to get free 25 minutes of storytelling strategy to close deal faster, I'm going to put my link down below as well. So do follow me at everywhere social media, and subscribe my YouTube channel here. Alright, see you guys tomorrow then. Take care. Bye.